All right, folks, welcome back. So today we're going to take a look here at the Chemical Guys HydroSlick ceramic coating hyper wax. And so this is a product where it kind of goes on like a wax, and the idea is to put a ceramic coating down. I believe in the instructions they say that it can last for up to 12 months of protection. And so what we're going to see in this video is how easy is it to apply, how easy is it to take off, and how it works out at the end of the day. So you'll see all that in this video. In terms of instructions for this, of course, they say have a nice, clean, dry surface. Now, one thing I did do was after I did my polishing and clay barring and all that stuff, is I did go over it with what's known as an IPA wipe, which is an alcohol-based wipe, just to remove any sort of oil or any other product like polish or whatever that was on the paint. I have found in the past certain ceramic coatings have an issue where if you don't remove that stuff, there's a problem. Now here, there's no mention of that. They say basically you can just put it down and it should apply, but I did that as a preventative thing. Pretty much squeeze a couple dabs of HydroSlick onto applicator pad and then basically apply it like a wax and let it cure for about in a little as 30 seconds, but they say 1 to 2 minutes, and pretty much just buff it out. And then it says, like with a lot of ceramic coatings, do let it cure for about 2 to 3 hours before you pull it back out into the sun or start driving it or whatever. So usually most ceramic coatings, you want to let them cure in the shade for a little bit before you go out and do stuff with it. So let's go ahead and get started, see how this works. All right, folks, so we've got our HydroSlick here. So we're going to go ahead and give it a good shake. And so the consistency on this is kind of like a jelly or something. And so I'm going to go ahead and shake it up anyways. It still kind of stays in like a, I don't know, kind of a jelly kind of format, whatever you want to call it. And so we'll go ahead and just squirt a little bit here on our applicator pad so you can kind of see the jelly-like consistency there. And then we'll go ahead and just start to apply it. And it applies very easy. And so we'll just go ahead and just kind of rub it in and just give it kind of a nice little rub here. And it has a little bit of a smell. You don't really notice it too much. I have to almost kind of think about it. But, you know, it's not too bad. And just applies nice and easy. Now, the one thing I've noticed before with like a lot of ceramic products is that you can't let them sit on the paint and dry for too long. And as they mentioned, about a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes at max. So I think we're kind of getting there already. And let's go ahead and get in here and just start to kind of buff it out. And already it's looking good. As you can see, it comes right off pretty easily. One thing I know from prior experience with it is that if you do let it sit on the paint a little long, like right there, it's starting to kind of dry out a bit. Let's go ahead and change the towel here some. It's starting to dry out a little, but it's not hard to get off. There's some other ceramic products I've used where if it starts to dry out even a little bit, it becomes a royal pain to get off. And this comes off all nice and easy. Okay, so we got the product pretty much off. Now I'm going to come back with like a final buff towel here and just go over it and just kind of give it a final buff. And that's about it. So yeah, super easy, not hard at all. And it's looking real nice. So yeah, pretty easy to use, not hard at all. So that's about all there is to it, really. And you can kind of feel on the surface, there's a very kind of nice, slick feeling to it. So yeah, now it'd be a deal before I do anything else with this or pull it outside. Let it cure for a couple hours. And it says if you want, after it's cured, you can come back and put another coating on it for extra protection if you so desire. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and do one more section here real quick. But yes, we'll just go without commentary here. And I'll just let you watch the process. And that's it. So folks, in terms of ceramic products, I found this one to be very easy to work with. There's some other ceramic ones I've worked with before. They're a little more fussy. This one, I would say, very simple overall. Definitely recommend a cool and shaded area to put it on. I would not do it out in the sun or the heat or anything. Definitely shade would be good. And putting it on, I found to be very easy, and taking it off very easy. If for some reason, if you do leave it to dry just a little bit and it starts to kind of firm up a bit on you, just keep buffing, and I find it just comes right out. And if need be, you can come back and add more product to it and just kind of wet it up a little bit and then come back over it again, and it all should come off. So in the end, very easy to put on, very easy to take off, and it seems like it leaves a nice slick surface, and it's also very nice and shiny as well. So pretty happy with this. Definitely check this out, folks, and give it a try, see what you think, and see if it works for you. It worked for me, very happy with it, and y'all have a good day.